up now. So it's not actually picking up brilliantly. Let's turn it off. Now, this is my problem. If I pick it up now, it leaves stuff on the floor. I don't want that. So that was the Shark anti-hair wrap. I wasn't particularly impressed. Okay, let's try a nice basic Hoover. Picked up really well. That up as well. Let's turn it off. And then let's lift it. Right, left big piece of stuff. So this is Max pet hair. Won't even pick up that one bit of dirt. That isn't happening. This is Black's pet hair. Won't even pick up that one bit of dirt. Right, Dyson. Picking up nicely. Right, it is really nice. I just hate the feel of it. That's nothing against it. Oh, and it's now not pick up over here. There's nothing against the Hoover, actually. It's really, really good. It just doesn't. So it needs it, and it feels a bit too wishy-washy. Turned it off and it hasn't left anything, which is great. And it is very, very lightweight, but tiny little compartment. Yeah, not one for me. I was just going to go for another Henry pet. My last one did me 10 years, and I couldn't argue with it. But they really are heavy. And that is the downside. It's why mine lived out in the garage, and why I kept trying other Hoovers. Tricky, isn't it? Almost too much choice. I think, in all honesty, with my back aching and things, the stick ones just don't suit me. They don't feel sort of solid enough in my hand, and that's sort of pretty much all the makes I've tried. And that's nothing against the Hoovers. That's just the way they feel for me, and I can feel the real advantage and the lightness about carrying upstairs and things. But I really need a decent Hoover downstairs. Now Miele, they've got a very good reputation, but I can't try one. A lot easier. Yeah, no, you're talking similar weights for Henry. If I'm going to go to that, I might as well get Henry. I've just had a quick look at the bigger Hoover. And yes, it's going to collect a lot more. Yes, I like it, but it's so much heavier. You know what? I might be going for something quite basic in the end. Well everyone, I'd already asked friends on Facebook who've got Tollers and various other dogs for Hoover recommendations, and it was really helpful in a lot of ways. So I knew I had several to try, but they also came back with a massively wide variety. So I went along to Curry's, as you saw, tried out several Hoovers, and didn't go for any of the ones that I thought I'd gone for. I've actually come away with a Hoover. Ta-da! So this is an upright with a cord, going back old school. It felt the best in the store. It picked up what I asked it to. It was light enough and manoeuvrable enough. Light enough that I can get it upstairs if I want to. Seemed to be good on the hard floor, which matters to me. As you can see, I am predominantly hard floor in here. So I think we'll get it out and give it a test. Now I'm going to be giving it a real test because I've been without a Hoover now for a couple of weeks, a proper working Hoover. But unfortunately my dogs haven't stopped moulting and the cats haven't stopped moulting. So the house is a bit of a mess. I loved my Henry pet. I've had it for 10 years. I bought it when I lived in a one-storey flat, and I've generally lived in sort of one-storey buildings since. When I moved to a two-storey house, it became too cumbersome to carry upstairs, so it's been relegated to the garage. But I've tried a shark sort of wand, which you don't plug in. And I've tried another Hoover, and neither of them have lasted very well. I've spent half my life unwrapping pet hair, and they've just not been up to the job. So Henry's been back out for the last couple of years and become my main Hoover again, and he finally died. So I've got to be fair, he's done his job. And I went in half in mind thinking I was coming away with another Henry. But no. So let's get this one out of the box, have a look, and find out a bit more about it. Couple of nozzles, basic, but they look sturdy, they look like they're going to last. One brush, one sort of ideal round windowsills and things. And then your standard nozzle, which is ideal around skirting boards and edges. Right, the handle stroke wand is one separate piece, and I really like the feel of this. It feels solid in your hand, and it feels well made. Well, that was an absolute pain to get out of the box, but it does show it was well protected, well packaged, and it's out. So let's just take the handle and pop that in place. Well, that's easy as that, isn't it? And then there are also some instructions, so I will have a quick read through of those before I do anything else, just in case I'm missing anything. Okay, first thing to come out is guarantee. It's got a 3-year guarantee with it, so I'd be silly not to register that. So I'll register that in a little while. Pretty self-explanatory. Handle, which I've already fitted. Release power cord, which I've done. Fits the 2 accessories onto the back. Well, that's handy, isn't it? That's something I've not had on my last stick model. At least they've got somewhere to live out of the way. I haven't really got carpet, but I have got this rug in here, which desperately needs to go out and be power washed. That's on tomorrow's list, but it's a good one to test this out on. And then I'll also try the runner in the kitchen, which gets so much heavy use because it's how the cats come in the cat flap. So let's put this onto, there we go, onto carpet mode. Take a piece of tape off. It's plugged in. Remember, it really is basic. Push down and button, turn on. There we go. This is quite a big ask of it, because this is filthy, and it's not truly carpet. Actually, it's doing a pretty good job. It is bringing it up. I'm just having to go over it again to actually get the hair up. Okay. I'm just going to try something a bit more like a carpet. And that is a massive difference. So, okay, so the carpet mode really is for carpet. It's efficient. Cord, I'm not used to cord again, am I? So it's just got to lift up over there and make sure it stays that way. That is working really, really well on the carpet. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So let's go back and try hard floor mode. Even that one little bit of carpet, God, you can see what it's brought up already. Right, let's switch it to hard floor mode. Move across, slide into position. Right, this is a far more realistic challenge for it for my household. I have got hard surface floors everywhere downstairs. I don't expect it to pick up the bigger sections like the Henry did. I think that's where the Henry takes real abuse. And I've got to accept that this won't necessarily do that, but they've only built up over time. So let's go. as I predicted, it won't pick up those very big bits, but it is picking up the dust and the dirt absolutely brilliantly. The cord will take some getting used to, but because you've got the cord, you've got the extra power. And like I say, that's picking up really nicely. And that is a much nicer, cleaner room. So for what I'm looking for hardwood floors predominantly, and it did work well in carpet mode, so I will be able to try that out upstairs. That did just the job I wanted. Let's have a look at emptying. Now that couldn't be any easier, could it? What have we got? It is literally just press that and empty in the bin. Now that is easy, I can't argue with that. And again, because you haven't got so many parts, that will be very easy to unclog if needed and wash out the filters. So let's just pop that back in place. Not the easiest to do one-handed. I guess why would I be doing it one-handed? Next test is the handle becoming the wand to do things like spider's webs. So, unclip here, open here, and clip in. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? And then this, I believe, lifts out. Tube release. There we go, it really was easy. And add the tool, and we're ready to go. Okay, unclips from that clip there to make it a little bit longer. In all honesty, I would like this a bit longer, so what I will do is see if one of the tubes from the Henry fits, just to make that a bit longer. I think that's a bit of a sort of mistake from the company, to be honest. If they could have just provided a longer tube, that would have been good. Let's tackle some spiders. Yeah, that's easy enough, isn't it? Like I say, all I want is it just to be a little bit longer. Really nice is that it is actually easy enough to hold the Hoover in one hand and the wand in the other to wander around doing the skirting boards. Right, last tool to try. We've got quite a bit of dust here. So, this one on. Is it going to work? Yep, that's worked really nicely. There we go. So yeah, I use the other tool for down the sides of the sofa. Realistically, I'm not going to use this with the TV, but it is really helpful for the shelves. And along here, look at the top of the aquarium. Somewhere I'm particularly careful because I don't want the dust falling in the tank. So again, really helpful. So, the Hoover Upright 300. Will it suit everyone? No. If you've got used to a lightweight wand type, you'll find it a bit of a pain. Does it suit me? Yes. I've been really happy with it. I've just got the cable to take out the top there, put it back into the bottom, and then that will sit. It's neat enough to sit away in a corner. It's not going to take up loads of room. I've got a much cleaner house, which is great. It does everything that I want. There's a little bit of me that thinks, should I have just got the Henry? There's probably reason to think maybe I should have done, but I'm also looking at having the upstairs recarpeted early next year, in which case there's no way I'd want to be lugging the Henry upstairs, whereas this will very happily carry upstairs to do the carpets up there. I've asked a lot of it today, because like I said, I've got 4 molting animals, which create quite a lot of fur and quite a lot of dust, and I haven't had a working Hoover properly for a couple of weeks. So I've been really pleased with that. For what I want, that does the job. And I got a bit of a discount through a work scheme, but it should be £119, half the price of most of the others I was looking at, if not a third of the price. If it keeps working, keeps doing its job, as it's done today, for the next 6-7 years, then yes, it's definitely worth it. So there you go. Let me know what you think. And I'll, we'll do a recap in probably a year or so and make sure it's still working okay. So take care, everyone. Hope that was useful, and I'll see you again soon. Just to finish with, I find it really important with items like this to be able to actually go and try them, to physically hold them, see how they feel, see how they work for me. Ordering online, I could have got things a lot cheaper. Does it mean it's the right way to go? I don't think it is. I think we want to keep our shops open. We want to be able to go and look at products. And for us to do that, for shops to pay out for the square footage to hold all these products in, to have the staff with the expertise, then yes, that costs a little bit more. It shouldn't cost several hundred more, but I don't mind in the least paying a little bit more to be able to actually go and try a product. So just something worth bearing in mind. Okay, I'm going to head off out with the dogs now. We'll see you all soon.